Hello, my name is Shelby Notes, and I am doing my video reflection over the special standardized patient encounter that I did on September 21st, 2015. I remember I walked in that day, did my paperwork and everything, and then whenever it was my turn to go do my patient encounter, I walked in, I introduced myself, shook the patient's hand, and then sat and did the evaluation. Whenever I walked in, I was very professional. Walked in, shook the patient's hand, introduced myself, told them what I was there for, and then during the whole entire evaluation, I felt like I was very professional, and I believe that that's one of the things that I did very well during this patient encounter. And then there were a few things that I could have worked on. Actually, there were more than a few things that I could have worked on. A couple of those are, there were a couple times where I wasn't sure what to ask. I didn't exactly have a follow-up question to what he was telling me, and I didn't know how to relate the information that he was telling me into another question to get more information out of him. I also didn't exactly register a lot of the things that he was telling me. Like, they didn't shoot off red flags to other questions that I should have asked. For example, he talked about how he was increasing his exercise load, and he was not sleeping, felt weak, all of those things. I had a set diagnosis in mind, and I kind of focused my questions more on the diagnosis that I had instead of really listening in and taking the information that he was giving me and turning it into something that I could register and put towards a different diagnosis. I kind of had horse blinders on and was only asking questions related to my diagnosis. Later on in my subnote, whenever I was finished with my patient encounter, I put that in there about how he talked about certain symptoms, and I should have asked more questions related to those symptoms, like more environmental and psychological stress questions that could have put more of a strain on the patient than what I had originally thought. So that's a couple areas that I could have improved with this standardized patient encounter that I plan to work on next time as well. But those were the things that I thought that I did well, and a couple of things that I know that I can work on for the next time. Thank you.